Let me say I'm live, and I'm live. See? Oh, I yeah. Yeah, man. So as promised, this is Youth Ball 414 with a love chant and rant with the people and what them need and what them want. You know what I mean? Vibing and driving to the modern day workplace. It's called, otherwise called modern day plantation. Love is always the vibration. It's what I mean. We're one human nation. Eh, celebrating love and all the associated energies of love, particularly honorable work. Alright? I went to morning from A to Z. Love is always the energy. Love you all equally. I love you wherever you might be. From A to Z. Love is always the energy. Always the energy. All right, go. I'm on to morning. From A to Z. Really good morning. Wherever you might be. Top of the morning. One more time. Well, if you're joining me for the first time, and if you're joining, just know that you're driving the Drive Live with Youth Ball 4, you know? To the modern day plantation, we say, to the modern day workplace, celebrating all the associated energies of love, celebrating love, which is the overarching energy, the greatest energy ever. Love is life is love. You see what I mean? Yeah. So make sure that you're working and you're working honorably. Honorable work enhances and preserves life considerably. Please don't be in the jugs and guns meddling. Please don't be in anything bedeviling. All right, now, yeah. I'm on some morning from A to Z. Love is always the energy. Love you all wherever you might be. In a Georgia University. Love is always the energy. You know we're loving you equally. Listen to Drive Live into the modern day plantation. Love is always a vibration. You know we're one human nation. No matter the situation. Ooh, la, 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 la. La, 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 la. Again, it's how we're doing it, you know. All right. Well, this is the Drive Live into the modern day plantation. Love is always the vibration. This is the Drive Live into the modern day workplace. Yes. You know what I mean? We're traveling with love and grace. Yeah. We're saying good morning to you, wherever you might be in a Georgia University. You know what I mean? And hopefully that you just vibe with us and drive with us. And this is a Drive Live, sharing with my people, you know, giving you a little sneak peek, you know what I mean, in my space. You see, this is what I do every single day, Monday to Friday. And even on Saturdays and Sundays, we go to other places and work. And then we find time to rest, you know what I mean, at some point in time. You see what I mean? Some weekends I take some rest, you know, and of course we go to bed at night. Yeah, we really forget that, you know. Yes, man. We're struggling with that. Sometimes I go to bed a little later than I'm supposed to. And, you know, this morning, this is the second iteration of the Drive Live with Youth Ball 4, you know what I mean? And we're starting off a little late. So every morning is supposed to be around about 6:10, 6:15 to about 6:30, 6:35. You know what I mean? This is my 20-minute, 25-minute commute to work, you know? And I know Ori's going to rib me now because I'm probably going to be a little later than I was supposed to be. You see what I mean? But you know what? One of the greatest energies of love is what? Responsibility. So I shall take responsibility and do better next time. You know what I mean? When we make mistakes and when we slip up, we should use it as a way to be better, not to beat ourselves and throw ourselves under the bus. You know what I mean? Yes. Is there Drive Live into the modern day workplace, otherwise called the modern day plantation? This is the second iteration. You see what I'm saying? You know that we are one human nation. This is one life. One life, we all have people. You know what I mean? Life is love, life is love, life is love, love is life. Love is the energy. Love you all wherever you might be. In a Georgia University. Oh, la, 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 la. La, 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 la. Yeah. So, you know, when I say we're driving life into the modern day plantations, you know, I don't necessarily wanting to offend others. We're not trying to offend others, and I understand how others might be offended when I said the modern day plantation, but I'll explain and continue to explain. You know what I mean? We're hearkening back to the energies, to the dark energies of the back in the day, 300, 400 years ago, and we pivoting to a more positive energy now. So we use that energy to propel ourselves. You know what I mean? To take a tragic situation and turn it into a positive. So that's something that happened 300, 400 years ago. We go back there to understand our history and to allow it to direct us today. You know what I mean? And to shape our world today and in the future for a brighter way and a brighter day, right? So we use that energy of work, knowing that back in those days, work for black folks were involuntary. You know what I mean? Work for black folks was involuntary, right? So one group of people enslave another group of people, which was absolutely wrong. You know what I mean? To say the least, right? And if you're black or if you're white, you know what I mean, and you are living to your best self, then you will agree with me. If not, then you will disagree with me, and it's still love, because love is the energy, and one of the greatest sub energies of love is let us agree to disagree. Love disagrees with an agreeable energy. So we focus on the energy, not the disagreement, really. You see what I mean? So we use love as the platform to discuss topics. You know, we use love as the platform, as the foundation to discuss, no matter how sensitive the topic might be. Love will allow us to discuss those topics. And when we stay focused on love, then we won't allow ourselves to be distracted. And so we will not be as hyper-focused on the disagreements as we normally tend to be. And so we will have a more smoother, better relationship once we continue to make sure that love is the underpinning foundation for us. What we say? I'm on the morning from A to Z. Love is always the energy. I love you all equally, wherever you might be. In a Jaja University. Allah, moon. Listen to you about 4 months more. They love chant and rant. Give it the people that want them what them need and what them want. Give it the people that what them need and not what them want. Ah, la, 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 la. You know, we're ranting and we're chanting. You see what I mean? So when we're ranting, it's a talk. You know what I mean? A passionate talk. And when we're chanting, we're trying to put some melodies together and express basically the same thing in a different way. You know what I mean? And we spice up the brain and the mind. You know what I mean? Yeah. Blessings and love. So what we say? I say good morning from A to Z. Good morning, wherever you might be. I say good morning. Love is the energy. Love is the dawning. From A to Z, love is a dawning. Loves you all equally. I'm on the morning from A to Z. Love is always the energy. You know we love you all equally, wherever you might be. In a Georgia University. Aye, 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 aye. So let's go and show some more love energy. Like what? Empathy and sympathy, unity and harmony, safety and security, peace and prosperity, thankfulness and tranquility. Aye, 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 aye. Please done with the brutality. Show some love and hospitality for you and also for me. Aye, 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 aye. Ow, ow, ow. Yes. So let's appeal to ourselves to be our best selves. You know what I mean? And find the spirit of the Most High Jah within us. Yeah, man. And let's step out and start the day off in the right and proper way. You know what I mean? And the right and proper way is always going to be a spiritual way. You see what I mean? Hey, blessings and love. So what we say? Good morning from A to Z. Really good morning. Love you all equally. Good morning. Love is the energy. Love is a dawning. Love you all equally. So when we're celebrating love, we're also celebrating all the associated energies of love. And one of the great associated energies of love is honorable work. So what? It's what we're doing. We're driving to where? The modern day workplace, the modern day plantation. Love is always the vibration. We're one human nation. So make sure that you're working and you're working honorably. Honorable work enhances and preserves life considerably. Please don't be in the drugs and guns meddling. Please don't be in anything bedeviling. All right, now, yeah. So those of you who know your Bible, right? Bible is the greatest guide ever, I know. The Bible is the greatest guide ever. No, I don't know everything in the Bible to be true. But the things I know in the Bible to be true, life is what underscores all those truths for me. You see what I mean? So the Bible is the greatest guide ever. And this is not a religious show or a religious program. This is a spiritual vibration. What we do? This is a spiritual vibration. Drive live into the modern day plantation. Love is always the vibration. We have one human nation. So, make sure that you're working and you're working honorably. Honorable work enhances and preserves life considerably. Please don't be in the jugs and guns meddling. Please don't be in anything bedeviling. So hear the Bible verse go. Genesis 3 verse 19. Please check it out, that's what I mean. King man, I work so to my queen. Venerable record is the best thing. Honorable record is the best thing. You give your blessing. I repeat the Bible verse again. Now check it out if you have a Bible near you, right? All right, go. Genesis 3 verse 19. Please check this out, that's what I mean. King man, I work so to my queen. Honorable work is the best thing. It's your refreshing and give you blessing and top a blessing. All right. You know how long man I work from him 13. Him use the fork and plant the food until the 13. And when it dark and me tired, me still working. Working for me hard, even when me hurting. Before the sun's out, work is the first thing. And there is none doubt, laziness the worst thing. If so the thugs come bout, lot of blood thirsting. No drugs are run bout, big moral erosion. Honorable work is the best thing. Well, it boosts up your self-esteem and give you a blessing and top a blessing. It's so refreshing and give you a blessing and top a blessing. All right, make sure that you work it. All right, so make sure that you're working and you're working honorably. Honorable work enhances and preserves life considerably. Please don't be in the jugs and guns meddling. Please don't be in anything bedeviling. All right now, yeah. So this is another way of saying this thing. What go? We're chanting and we're ranting, you know what I mean? And now it's a chant vibration. This is what I mean. Honorable work. This is a drive live into the modern day plantation. Love is always a vibration. This is a drive live into the modern day workplace. You know what I mean? Hey, we're traveling with lots of love and grace. Let's go out and show your face and show your vibes and show your face. It says us absolute unconditional love in the place. Yes, it's what I mean. So make sure that you're working and you're working honorably. Honorable work enhances and preserves life considerably. Please don't be in no sex trafficking. Please don't be involved in no human trafficking. You know them things that them well sickening. All right, yeah. Be your best self. Appeal to the Most High Jah. Appeal to yourself to be your best self. You know what I mean? Yes. All right, yeah. So we round it off with another way of expressing the beauty of work, right? So, by the sweat of me brow, it's on me and me dough. Blessed art thou, and I rebel always on the go. Out go. So by the sweat of me brow, it's on me and me dough. Blessed art thou, and I rebel always on the go. And to others you don't do what you would know I've done unto you. Man, I rock from morning till no. Peace and love, I still a show. Yeah. What is sweat of you, bro? It's how me and me do. Blessed art thou, Honorably higher than the go. And to others you don't do what you wouldn't have done unto you. Man, I rock from morning till no. Peace and love, I still assure you. Oh, yeah. Driving live into the modern day plantation. So now we have arrived, as you can see if you're paying attention. You see what I mean? We have arrived at the modern day workplace, otherwise AKA the modern day plantation. Love is always the vibration. I know that we are one human nation, and no matter the situation. So right about now, here is the conclusion of the second iteration of the drive live into the modern workplace, otherwise called the modern day plantation. Just know that we are one human nation. So until tomorrow, hasta mañana, and we say cuidate, hasta luego. You see what I mean? Hey, take care. See you soon. Love is always the energy. Until tomorrow, hasta mañana, cuidate, hasta luego. Bendiciones. Dios te bendigas. Seeing blessings and God be with you all. Jah Almighty. Love. A to Z equally.